You know, I think one of One Piece's main issues, besides how fucking long it is its fan service as the series progresses. One Piece has a ton of amazing female characters, but their great personalities are heavily overshadowed by their massive and unrealistic feet. Like, why are they so huge? Welcome back everyone to my review of each arc in One Piece. We are now at the climax of the East Blue Saga. I hope you like fish food because it's time to talk about the iconic Arlong Park. On this episode of Shark Week, Arlong Park is 14 episodes and 27 chapters, making it the longest arc within the East Blue Saga. We start off with Team Luffy sailing to Nami's hometown, and Yosuke tells them about the dangerous Arlong, a powerful fishman with 20 million berries who's much stronger than Don Krieg and is in control of 20 different villages within the East Blue, including Nami's hometown. We also learn about the 7 warlords of the sea, 7 powerful pirates who were selected by the world government to stop other pirates in exchange for not being captured. Hawkeye Mihawk is one of these warlords, so we already know these guys are bad news bears. The boys decide to eat, but they're immediately greeted by this abomination of mankind known as Momu, who wants some of the grub. Meanwhile, at Cocoyashi village, we visit the infamous Arlong Park. The Marine Captain Nezumi is finishing up a deal with our main antagonist, Arlong, a fishman who hates most humans as he sees them as inferior creatures to the Fishmen race. Now, if you think Arlong is racist, just wait till we get to Fishman Island. That entire arc is all about racism. And cute mermaids. We also meet Hachi, one of Arlong's commanders and the second best fishman in the entire series. Outside of Arlong Park, Nami is slowly heading over, but is stopped by a kid who wants to kill Arlong for killing his father and friends.
Arlong's going to die today!
Why does this show hate kids so much? Nami goes to Arlong Park, and we learn that she's actually a member of Arlong's crew, and just use the Straw Hats to get their money. Damn, I guess Nami really likes seafood. Meanwhile, we check up on Zoro's team. They arrive near Arlong Park and Zoro wants to pull a Leroy Jenkins on him. But Usopp and Johnny don't really feel like dying right now, so they tie him up. They decide to parallel park at Cocoyashi, but come across some fishmen. So Usopp and Johnny decide to be assholes and abandon Zoro, who gets caught by the fishmen. Usopp and Johnny arrive at the neighboring village of Gosa. This town was destroyed due to Arlong and his men, and is where that kid from earlier used to live. One of the fishmen catches up to Usopp and chases him, but Johnny escaped just in time. On the run, Usopp comes across the boy from earlier and a blue-haired Nami. The fishman catches up and Usopp tries to attack, but the blue-haired Nami gives him a good bonk. Afterwards, the fishman who captured Zoro takes him to Arlong Park and he learns the truth about Nami. Nami tells Zoro she doesn't care about the Straw Hats, so Zoro makes the appropriate response of diving into the ocean. Yeesh, what a drama queen. Nami saves Zoro, and after teaching him the values of life, they lock him up. Afterwards, Usopp wakes up at the blue-haired Nami's home. Her name is Nojiko, and she's Nami's stepsister. Nojiko tells Usopp about Nami working for Arlong.
I can't stand this! I have to avenge my father! I don't care if I die! Then die.
Oh my god, give him a break. This kid is literally going through like a villain's backstory right now. After Arlong leaves, Nami frees Zoro and tells him to go before Arlong comes back. Arlong and his men arrive in Cocoyashi village to talk to Genzo, the sheriff of Cocoyashi, about his weapon stash, as Arlong sees it as a potential rebellion. Arlong decides to kill Genzo as an example to anyone who tries to rebel. Luckily, the brave Demon King Usopp stops him just in time. Unluckily, Arlong is extremely pissed and chucks a whole fucking house.
Am I dead yet? He's not dead yet!
Son of a bitch! Later, Nojiko finds Nami at their stepmother's grave, and we learn the whole reason Nami is gathering 100 million berries is so she can buy back Cocoyashi and stop Arlong from controlling it. And she only needs 7 million more. Back at Arlong Park, Zoro basically tells Nami to fuck herself by killing the fishmen at Arlong Park and waits for Luffy to arrive. Yeesh, what a drama queen. Speaking of Luffy, his team used their new slave to make it to Cocoyashi village. Back to Usopp freaking the fuck out, he eventually escapes from the fishmen, but after some small hijinks, he gets caught by Chu, one of Arlong's commanders. Back at Arlong Park, Zoro comes across Hachi, who has no idea that Zoro killed the Fishmen. He's kinda stupid, and thinks he's a guest, so he takes him back to Cocoyashi. Arlong comes back and finds a bunch of his men dead, but one of them tells Arlong that Zoro was responsible. Arlong's one redeeming quality is that he actually cares about his crew, unlike the previous antagonists who couldn't care less and would actively attack them like Don Krieg or Captain Kudo. Chu comes back with Usopp, and while Arlong is thinking of how to kill him, Kurobi, Arlong's third commander, finds out that Zoro was freed and suspects Nami did it. Nami calls BS on the situation, and during all the commotion, Usopp tries to escape, but Nami runs after and stabs Usopp. I have several questions. Usopp stares at all the blood on his hands and falls into the water, bleeding out. Usopp is now dead, and Johnny saw the whole thing. Holy shit! They just killed an important character in the series. This is insane. How many more episodes do we have left? Oh. Well, never mind then. Once Zoro arrives at Cocoyashi, the villagers tell him that Usopp was captured, and so he heads back to Arlong Park. But this time, he quite literally runs into Team Luffy. What a reunion. Zoro tells them that Usopp was captured, but before they can do anything, Johnny arrives with the grim news that Nami killed Usopp. But then we immediately cut to Usopp being alive! The truth is, Nami actually stabbed her own hand to make it look like Usopp was the one bleeding. Nami still cares about the Straw Hats, but her 8-year goal of saving Cocoyashi comes first. Now that is a girl boss. Speaking of Nami, she runs into the Straw Hats and tells them to leave, or Arlong will kill them all.
I'm the kind of man who always keeps my promises when it comes to money. Always.
I don't know what it is, but something's telling me he doesn't keep his promises. After Nami leaves, Usopp shows up to stop Zoro and Sanji from creating an extremely toxic fanbase, but he's a bit too late. Usopp tells them the truth about Nami, and blue-haired Nojiko, shows up and tells them why Nami joined the Arlong Pirates. It all started 8 years ago with a certain woman named Bellemere. But before the flashback starts, Luffy dips and Zoro falls asleep because they don't care about their friend's 8-year-long depression story. I honestly feel like Luffy would be the worst therapist in the world. 8 years ago in Cocoyashi Village, we see Mini Nami drawing a map of Konomi Island, and we learn that her true dream is to one day draw a map of the whole world, and her home island is the first step. Wait, y'all don't have a world map? Sucks to be you. We've had that shit since like the 6th century. Mini Nami tries to steal some books, but gets caught by Genzo, who takes her back home to Bellemere, an ex-marine who's tough as nails, but has a heart of gold. Mini Nami's family is very poor and can't afford much, but they do their best to get by as a family, and Bellemere constantly encourages Mini Nami to achieve her dream. Also, Nojiko's there too, I guess. One rainy day while the girls are eating, Nojiko and Mini Nami get into a fight. Mini Nami says they aren't actually a family biologically, and then with the might of Zeus himself, Bellemere slaps Mini Nami harder than Luffy has ever hit anyone. Like, goddamn. Bellemere tells Nami something like that doesn't matter, but Mini Nami says Bellemere probably wishes she didn't have kids so she wouldn't be so poor, and then leaves wishing she was adopted by a Richie Rich's family down the street or something. Mini Nami stops by Genzo's office, and Genzo tells Mini Nami the story of how Bellemere adopted her and Nojiko. Flashback within a flashback! Back when Bellemere was a marine, she was a part of a small war. On the brink of death, Bellemere accepts her fate, but before she dies, she hears the cries of a baby in the distance. She comes across a 3-year-old Nojiko carrying some random newborn baby. Pfft, no clue who that could be. Filled with a new purpose, Bellemere takes the kids back to Cocoyashi Village and decides that she'll raise them both as their mother. Afterwards, Nojiko comes to pick up Mini Nami and they head back home.
I think it makes everyone in the village happy to see those girls grow up so full of life. Pirates are coming!
The Arlong pirates arrive, saying that Cocoyashi is now under their control, and all the villagers must pay a monthly fee of 100k berries per adult and 50k berries per child, or die.
Those who cannot pay will die!
The villagers pay and Arlong starts to leave, but then one of the fishmen points out smoke from the middle of the forest coming from Bellemere's house. Nami and Nojiko run back home, and the Arlong pirates head over to collect her money. Arlong shows up at Bellemere's house, but then Bellemere pulls an MLG Pro 360 no-scope, nothing but net Worldstar Baja Blast in the ass attack! God, she's awesome. Unfortunately, that didn't work. Just another beautiful day in Cocoyashi. I should move. Like, now. Arlong spares Bellemere and tells her to pay the 100k berries to live. Luckily, they have no idea she has kids, as she can't afford the full 200k. Bellemere pays and the pirates slowly leave, but then Bellemere says that the money isn't for her. It's for her 2 daughters and she can't pay for herself. For Bellemere, she would rather die than say she's not a mother to Mini Nami and Nojiko. Then Mini Nami and Nojiko run up crying to Bellemere and embrace her. All the villagers fight back, but the fishmen easily take them down. Arlong prepares to shoot Bellemere for being unable to pay, and before she dies, her final words to Mini Nami and Nojiko are simply,
Love you.
maybe a bad time to do a comparison right now, but in the manga, she's actually shot in the head rather than in the chest. But if we want to go the safe route, in the American 4Kids version, she's locked in a dungeon, because that's totally better, right? Afterwards, Hachi finds Mini Nami's map and Arlong gets intrigued, so they bring her along with them. Moments later, the villagers decide to fight Arlong to the death, but Mini Nami shows up saying she's joined the Arlong pirates because they give her lots of money and let her draw maps, as she doesn't want to die for being poor like Bellemere. Disgusted by her actions, Genzo tells Mini Nami to never return to the village. At night, Nojiko finds Mini Nami at Bellemere's grave, and Mini Nami explains how she made a deal with Arlong that if she can gather 100 million berries, however long it takes, then she can buy back Cocoyashi village and everyone will be safe. This is why Nami is a thief. For 8 years since she was 10, Nami has been fending for herself as a member of the Arlong pirates, drawing maps for them and stealing money from pirates like Alvida, Buggy, and Captain Kudo, all for the sake of saving her village someday. We come back to present day. Nami is getting ready for her last trip towards 100 million berries, but she finds Genzo with Captain Nezumi walking towards her. Nezumi tells Nami that he knows about her stolen 93 million berries buried within the Tangerine Grove, and wants to confiscate it as property of the government. Nami is confused as to how Nezumi knows the exact amount. Then she realizes that Arlong told him about it, and Nezumi gets to have 30%. Nami, Genzo, and Nojiko try to stop them, but in the confusion, Nezumi shoots Nojiko. They bring Nojiko back to the doctor, and then Nami goes full Usain Bolt, my parents aren't home, come over type speed towards Arlong Park to ask Arlong why he broke the agreement. Arlong says he technically never broke the agreement and she should just try again. Of course, Arlong has no intentions of letting Nami leave him and wants her to make maps for him until he builds his empire. Meanwhile, the villagers decide enough is enough and want to fight Arlong to the death. Again. Nami tells them that everything is fine and she'll just work towards getting the money again, but the villagers ignore her and run off ready for battle. Full of despair, Nami stares at the very tattoo that symbolizes her allegiance with Arlong. In a fit of uncontrollable rage, she stabs herself repeatedly, cursing Arlong's name as she can't do anything to stop him. Luffy stops her and Nami tells him to leave, but Luffy won't budge. With no options left, Nami asks one simple favor.
Luffy, help me.
After saying the secret password, Luffy gives Nami his straw hat and swears Arlong will pay. May I introduce to you the walk to Arlong Park, one of the most iconic moments in the entire series. There's nothing really special about this moment out of context, but the emotion and reasoning behind it is what cemented this as the moment when most people become fans of One Piece. Also, keep in mind, Luffy has absolutely no idea the details of what Nami's going through. To him, he doesn't care about someone's past. Nami is a friend and he'll do anything to help her. All he needs to know is, who hurt you and where are they? I honestly feel like Luffy would be the greatest therapist in the world. As Arlong laughs, Luffy kindly knocks on the door and simply asks which one is Arlong. Motherfucker. The battle between the Straw Hats and Fishmen begin. Hachi summons their sea creature and it turns out it's Momu. Momu sees Luffy and Sanji and gets Vietnam flashbacks. then leaves. But not before Luffy pulls a sick Dead or Alive reference. Unfortunately, this causes Luffy to get stuck, and Arlong uses this as an opportunity to plunge Luffy into the bottom of the ocean. Now this battle is a race to save Luffy. Our matches are set. Zoro versus Hachi, Sanji versus Karubi, and the accidental Usopp versus Chu. During the fights, Genzo and Nojiko go to help free Luffy. Meanwhile, Zoro's match isn't looking too good, as he still badly hurts from his fight with Mihawk.
Now you may tremble in fear at Hachi's way of 6 blades!
Ah, shit, Zoro's down. Well, how's Sanji doing? Oh god. Okay, it's fine. At least we can always count on Usopp. Oh, come on. Thankfully, Zoro gets up, remembering the promise he made to Mihawk. Then he beats Hachi with his new attack, the Tatsumaki. Sanji gets up and decides that he'll save Luffy, so he goes underwater, and Karubi follows since he has the advantage. Meanwhile, Nami heads over to join the battle. Karubi demolishes Sanji and shit-talks his fedora-wearing neckbeard obsession for Nami. He should be dead from that. Like, he actually should be dead from that. Eventually, Sanji gets out of the water, and he pulls off a sick 7-hit combo on Karubi for his queen, winning the fight. Back to Usopp, he was actually playing dead on a pile of ketchup and just waiting for Chu to leave. While coming up with an excuse for running away, Usopp thinks about everyone who's risking their lives to save Nami, and thinks back on how the whole reason he left his village was to not be a coward anymore. He decides to continue the fight with Chu. Yeah, that's my man. Let's go, Usopp, you got this. Well, that was anticlimactic. But Usopp gets back up and swears that in this moment he's done pretending to be a pirate. And with enough luck and wit, he manages to beat Chu. Usopp's first real victory. And all that's left is the big bad himself. But Arlong easily takes care of Zoro and Sanji. Nami shows up saying she's done with Arlong. But Arlong gives her a choice. No matter what, the Straw Hats die. But either she chooses to stay with him and the villagers live, or she can fight and everyone dies. Nami decides to believe in the Straw Hats and chooses to fight. Then Sanji dives back into the water to free Luffy while Zoro buys some time.
How can he still be alive with a body like this?
He should be dead. That's anime logic for you. Hachi wakes up and tries to stop Sanji, but his wounds open up and he falls. Then Sanji breaks the stone and Luffy is freed. Luffy switches places with Zoro, and the final battle between Luffy and Arlong for the fate of Nami and the East Blue begins. My favorite part of this fight is how Luffy mentions that he's unable to do anything without his crew. He can't use swords, he can't cook or navigate, nor does he shit his pants every 5 minutes. But he can fight for his friends. Things are actually going pretty well for Luffy, but then Arlong gets the crazy eyes and throws Luffy into Arlong Park. They end up in the map room. This is where Nami was forced to draw sea charts for Arlong's ambitions for 8 long years. Trapped like a bird in a cage, unable to see everyone, and wishing Bellemere was still around.
So Nami will forever be my tool. Or no, she'll be my friend.
I don't think I would want to be friends with someone who looked like that. Luffy sees the bloody pen that Nami used and decides that the only way to save Nami is to destroy her prison, known as Arlong Park. Like 2 birds with 1 stone, Luffy takes down Arlong and destroys Arlong Park in the process. Once the dust settles, Luffy emerges from the rubble and tells Nami that no matter what, she'll always be his friend. And with that, Arlong Park is destroyed. Nami and the villagers of Cocoyashi are saved. But then Nezumi decides to cock-block the fun and demands he get his money. But Zoro and Nami kick his ass and Nezumi leaves, but swears he'll make Luffy pay somehow. With Arlong Park gone, the villagers decide to party non-stop for 3 days and 3 nights.
Why did this happen before my daddy died? Why is life so unfair?
Your dad died. I'm sorry, but Nojiko is actually a bitch sometimes. Meanwhile, Nami asks the doctor to remove her tattoo for a new one, and we learn that Nojiko got her tattoo so Nami wouldn't feel alone. Alright, Nojiko, you win this round. Later that night, Nami is getting ready to head out and decides to leave the 93 million berries for the village. Then staring at a photo of Bellemere, she reminisces about the good times with her family and lets Bellemere know that she'll be okay, and from now on she'll work hard to achieve her dreams with her new friends. Also, why the fuck is Bellemere there? The next day, the Straw Hats are getting ready, but Nami's not around yet. Then at last minute, Nami tells the Straw Hats to set sail while she runs without saying goodbye to the villagers. She makes it to the ship and reveals her greatest magic trick of stealing everyone's wallets. I never said Nami was a good person. Nami rejoins the crew and they set sail. But before the episode ends, the doctor shows Genzo Nami's new tattoo of a tangerine and a pinwheel to represent her parental figures. Speaking of which, the whole reason Genzo wore a pinwheel is because when Nami was a baby, she was scared of Genzo, so he decided to wear a pinwheel on his head to make her smile. Now that Nami is truly happy again, Genzo simply doesn't need it anymore. To be continued. And that's the end of Arlong Park. This arc is the turning point where most people who watch this become fans of One Piece if they haven't already. This arc also does a great job of reminding me why Nami is such an amazing character. As I said earlier, One Piece has a ton of great female characters, but unfortunately as the show progresses, they become a lot more sexualized and we forget that they have a lot more depth than just small waist, pretty face with a big bank. I'm so sorry I made that joke. Thank you guys very much for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, the whole YouTube shebang, and I'll see you for the final arc of the East Blue Saga. Bye!